Welcome to Campus Insiders Oregon. I'm Jill Savage alongside Justin Myers, and we heard on Sunday night that Oregon will face Texas in the Alamo Bowl. Justin, what were your initial thoughts when you heard of the pairing?
That's about where I thought they were going to go, with the MAC championship game on Friday giving Oregon a glimmer of hope. As soon as the Big 12 games were wrapped up, it looked as though Oregon was going to be headed to the Alamo Bowl. And with this team, the way they played in November, it's probably the best spot for them.
Now, Oregon at the beginning of the year had their sights set on the national championship game, or at least a BCS game. Now they don't have that in the Alamo Bowl. What's the motivation for this team?
That's going to be the tough part. Every college team that's not playing for a national championship or a BCS Bowl, in my opinion, has to deal with the problem of motivation. For this team, especially with the comments earlier in the season about maybe not wanting to play in the Rose Bowl because they've been there and done that well, now they're at the Alamo Bowl, a bowl that none of them expected to be in mid-October. And if they don't take care of business against Texas and look lethargic, then all the Rose Bowl comments and everything else is going to keep piling on and it won't go away.
Justin, there have been a lot of distractions this season around the Oregon football team. So what is it, if you're Mark Helfrich, that you really need to do to finish out this season?
Well, he needs to get this team motivated. He has to have them ready to play against Texas for one. Civil War is one thing because it's a rivalry game and it was a conference game with that BCS chance still out there. Now you're playing an exhibition game that is essentially for nothing. The final rankings don't mean anything, especially going into a 14 playoff next year. But what's really on the line for Mark Helfrich is the state of this program. If they were to end the season the way they played in November and then an ugly loss in the Alamo Bowl, you're going to hear all the stuff about the Rose Bowl comments and where Mark Helfrich versus Chip Kelly stands. And while those are kind of unfair comparisons at this point, you know that they're not going to go away if they don't look prepared and don't look motivated to win this bowl game.
Now, Oregon's not actually in a BCS bowl game, but we can all be thankful that this is the final year of the BCS, and they will be moving into that playoff system next year. We'll have much more on Oregon and Texas throughout the few weeks here leading up to the Alamo Bowl right here on Campus Insiders Oregon.